So is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? My answer is going to shock you. It's always a buyer's market, even today. And I'm going to tell you two stories to prove my point. I represented a buyer who at the time thought he was paying through the nose. The property was listed for $1,599,000 here in Laguna Niguel. There were 9 offers on the property. I was fortunate enough to have the buyer who wanted the property bad enough to pay top dollar and had to come in just slightly above the next highest offer. And he paid $1,760,000. That's $165,000 over the asking price. At that time, in September of last year, just 6 months ago, he thought he was paying through the nose. And at that moment, he was probably correct. Fast forward to today, I'm aware of 2 listings in that neighborhood, very similar to his, one just slightly bigger, and they are on the market for $2.1 and $2.2 million. So in the 6 months that at the time he thought was a seller's market, in the rear view mirror, he's made a small little fortune, several hundreds of thousands of dollars, that now proved to him it was a really wise move to buy that home for, at the moment, paying through the nose, but looking in the rear view mirror was a good buy, right? I talked to a seller of mine who moved out of state. I always stay connected to my clients, and I call just to say hi, Happy New Year, and how's the family? And I was talking to him, and it came up that homes in his neighborhood were selling for today about 1.6, 1.7, very, very similar to the home that he sold. So we sold it together about 8 to 9 months ago now. And at that moment, he thought it was a seller's market and he was making a fortune on the sale of his home, selling about $1.3 million, $1.4 million, somewhere in that pocket. And today those homes are worth $1.6 million, $1.7 million. At that moment, he thought it was a seller's market. And his comment to me when we were chatting just a week or so ago, he said, Randy, I should have waited, because in the rear view mirror, he's looking at the money that he didn't make or could have made had he held on. But there's no crystal ball other than the fact that the market this year, 2022, is headed in an upward direction, and it's always a matter of perspective. This real estate game, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So to look at the moment, the day or the week or even the month of where we are and trying to determine is it a buyer's or a seller's market is foolish. It is a buyer's market. Yes, sellers are getting great record prices for their homes. But in 6 months, that seller who sells today will possibly wish he waited, because he would have gotten more money 6 months from now, 8 months, 10 months, even into next year. But the buyer who buys today, thinking it's a seller's market, is making an incredible investment in real estate that is pretty much certain to go up this calendar year, 2022. We are looking for a appreciation of value in 2022 in real estate, and 2023, although the long-term projections are a little bit harder to be certain of, but it's looking like it will be also a good market. Yes, interest rates could slow us down, balance us up just a little bit, but a buyer who buys today, don't hesitate, don't wait, buy something, because looking in the rearview mirror, you'll be a financial hero to yourself and your family. Randy Orr with Real Estate, Berkshire Hathaway, changing lives one home at a time.